Our Daily Bread, Daily Devotional, August 6th, titled From Worms to Wars. It was 10-year-old Cleotis's first time fishing, and as he looked into the container of bait, he seemed hesitant to get started. Finally, he said to my husband, "Help me, ISOW." When my husband asked him what the problem was, Cleotis responded, "ISOW, I'm scared of worms." His fear had made him unable to act. Fear can paralyze grown men, too. Gideon must have been afraid when the angel of the Lord came to him as he was threshing wheat in secret, hiding from his Midianite enemies. The angel told him he had been chosen by God to lead his people in battle. Gideon's response, "Oh, my Lord, how can I save Israel? Indeed, my clan is the weakest of Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house." After being assured of the Lord's presence, Gideon still seemed fearful and asked him for signs that he would use him to save Israel as he promised. And God responded to Gideon's requests. The Israelites were successful in battle and then enjoyed peace for 40 years. We all have fears of various kinds, from worms to wars. Gideon's story teaches us that we can be confident of this. If God asks us to do something, He will give us the strength and power to do it. Judges 6:11 through 16 and 33 through 40. Judges 6:11 through 16. The angel of the Lord came and sat down under the oak in the Ophrah that belonged to Joash. Joash was a Bezrite, where his son Gideon was threshing wheat in a winepress to keep it from the Midianites. When the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon, he said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." "But sir," Gideon replied, "if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? Where are all his wonders that our fathers told us about when they said, 'Did not the Lord bring us up out of Egypt?' But now the Lord has abandoned us and put us into the hand of Midian." The Lord turned to him and said, "Go in the strength you have and save Israel out of Midian's hand. Am I not sending you?" "But Lord," Gideon asked, "how can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my family." The Lord answered, "I will be with you, and you will strike down all the Midianites together." Judges 6:33 through 40. Now all the Midianites, Amalekites, and other eastern peoples joined forces and crossed over the Jordan and camped in the valley of Jezreel. Then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Gideon, and he blew a trumpet, summoning the Abiezrites to follow him. He sent messengers throughout Manasseh, calling them to arms, and also into Asher, Zebulun, and Naphtali, so that they too went up to meet them. Gideon said to God, "If you will save Israel by my hand as you have promised, I will place a piece of wool fleece on the threshing floor. If there is dew only on the fleece and all the ground is dry, then I will know that you will save Israel by my hand, as you said." And that is what happened. Gideon rose early the next day. He squeezed the fleece and wrung out the dew, a bowlful of water. Then Gideon said to God, "Do not be angry with me. Let me make just one more request. Allow me one more test with the fleece. This time, make the fleece dry and the ground covered with dew." That night God did so. Only the fleece was dry, and all the ground was covered with dew. To take the fear out of living, put your faith in the living God. I'm sorry if my reading wasn't very clear. Have a blessed day.